I think the world right now is a lot about self. You know, everybody says put yourself first, don't mind what anybody else is saying, make sure what you're doing is, you know, basically self. So I think we've lost that community that we used to have. You know, we grew up, when we were growing up, we grew up in a community where your neighbors, you know, your neighbors could meet you before your parents came home. You know, your neighbor's mother could correct you. You know, you're hiding to do stuff, so somebody doesn't see you because your mom will find out or your dad will find out. But the world we live in now is not really based like that. Everybody's like, please don't touch my child, or I'm training my child the way I want, or, you know, everybody have a perspective of what they want. But this story is about family. It's about a community that comes together when there's loss. You know, there's about love and how we grew up. So I think it's
sorry, man, use the mic.
I'm using it. You can't hear me. I don't watch my. Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I believe that this is a story that is relevant right now because, like I said, it's about family, it's about community, it's about redemption, faith. You know, there's so much going on in the world right now that people are losing a lot of faith. You know, there's so much suffering and everything, but in that, we lose the fact, we forget that whatever we're going through, God is still there with us. We just need to reach out. And this is a movie that tells you, He never leaves you, He's always there. So I think it's a really good film.
Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause.
Productions, and I just wonder if your vision for doing that has not changed, if you're still doing. Oh, can you hear me?
No, not really.
Oh, really? Okay. I would like to find out from you. You've always worked with women in your team, and I'm just wondering if that vision is still the same, or has anything changed over the years? And when we talk about Ruth and Nneoma, based on the story, sorry, I beg your pardon, please. Remi and Nneoma.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, I do like to work with women. Doesn't mean that I work with only women, but I've just been fortunate to meet wonderful women who we see the world the same way, who are very proactive about their work, and who believe in the greater good. So it's not really just a focus on women, but it's not about tokenism at all. It's just that I've been very fortunate to find the best women to work with. Yes. Yeah, please give all the women a round of applause. And I believe in equal opportunities for everyone. But if I do see a woman who has the capacity, I will definitely give her an opportunity. Because as you know, we are still struggling for our space. And that's what I love the most about Nollywood, is that you can see a lot of women in the driver's seat and doing amazing work. Please give it up for Nollywood women. They're doing amazing. Thank you. Okay, then when you talk about the conversation, Remi and Nneoma has so much to offer. And for me, who had gone through enormous loss in my life, especially losing my parents and my brother in a very short window, it was a reminder for me that, you know, there is always hope, that there is always light at the end of the tunnel, and the importance of redemption, you know, believing that everything has a redemptive story. And Remi and Nneoma just, it brought that to the fore for me, and it also made me realize, it also reaffirmed to me that God meets you wherever you are. Because when I went through my journey, I had moments where I did not want to pray, where I was just like, God, why didn't you stop this from happening? But in this story, you see where the characters go through that journey of where they're in such deep loss, they're in a lot of pain, and they just want to walk away. But God makes it possible for them to meet Him, you know, and He meets them exactly where they are, and He reminds us of how much He loves us regardless of what we're going through. So I would really like people to feel hopeful. Hope is such an important part of living, and I just want people to get the message of hope. Regardless of where you are, tomorrow will be better. Thank you.
All observations and cleanse the scripts. And then I'd like to also know what the casting process is like. bringing together sort of stars that
Okay.
Your first question.
The casting process.
Casting process, yes.
Okay, you talked about if we have personal. One thing that is going to happen to all of us is that we will lose people we love. We can't run away from it, whether we like it or not. And we have all experienced loss, you know. And it just happens that the wonderful team of people that we've worked with on this, we had all experienced different kinds of loss. So we were able to draw from that into the story. When you watch the film, you will see a part where we do celebrate the procession of the burial. I'm sure we all know like how Nigerian burials are. You see a huge band and you know, they will always say this is the person's last journey, you know, so just give them time. So we were very deliberate about celebrating, you know, the transition process in Nigeria, and we could not have done that if we had never experienced it. We were able to draw things from there and our own experiences with our journeys in our lives. We were able to draw things from there to make the story richer and fuller. And we had such amazing writers, they could not be here. Delare and Priye, they did a fantastic work on the script. So yes, we were able to pull every single one of us, even the director. I can remember times on set where she would be like, you know, when I went through this is exactly what we were feeling, and we can see it in these characters, and we have to make sure that we are truthful